to force the error.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Brilliantly cut out. And he's heaved it away. Opts to play it back. And this is Neymar. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Messi. Oh, well measured. And this is Shevchenko. Can he get it through? Otto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's got away. Roberto Carlos. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, chance! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very...
And Batistuta! Oh, taken with style!
Pass, it's beautifully played.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Midway through the first period and it's looking quite a game here. Now that's well seen too. Messi. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Well timed, excellent interception. Played back in. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Hullet. And that's not going to reach. Messi. And here's Beckham. He's had it taken off him. Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. Adams. That looks a good ball through. Neymar. Stojkovic. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Shevchenko. Hangs what he gets big. Off the post. Could be danger here. And again. It's a goal. Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And a chance! And he's managed to get rid. Engages and forces him off the ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, what a climb! And again! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And with that, the hat-trick is great chance! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy. And the finish! Conte. Messi. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, he's burst through. Shot a goal! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Laos have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
And we're underway again. And it's Hullet, looking for options for movement. And the shot! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's hoisted clear. Conte. Can he finish? And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
It's become a case of men against boys. Suarez could try cutting inside here. Luis Suarez with the cross. Cannavaro is there, and he can pick it up. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Up he goes! He's got a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. It's a mighty effort! Oh, denied at the last.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Good reason for optimism here. Terrific header! And that's wide. Seedorf. And it's Otto. Now it's Stojkovic. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Beckham. And it's Messi. And this is Hullet. And claimed it back swiftly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hullet. Now tries a shot! He's scored! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
El dorsal 7.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Será reemplazado por
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Roberto Carlos. He has found the way through. Seedorf. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his discipline.
David Villa! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Madrid playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Messi! David Villa. Now Otto. Messi. And it's Stojkovic. Knocks it into space. And he's in on goal. Ah, he's given it a chance, surely! It's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Villa. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7. El dorsal 19. Messi. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22, el dorsal 25.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Hullet, Cristiano Ronaldo, and a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Mbappe, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
I think that's offside, yes it is. He's in space and looking for options. And this is Nakata. He's found the way through. There's the shot! They've scored! They're back within reach! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Good ball, good take. Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shevchenko. Oh, great header! And it's in! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
He had a decision to make and he got it bang on. You can't beat a diving header.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And that should get the job done.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he's there to clear it. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Great ball, and he's in. He's having a shot! Outstanding save to keep that out. Corner number 2 then. Neymar plays it short. And it's Roberto Carlos. Driving on and making good progress. Great vision. David Villa.
Well, he certainly...
And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of them. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
He rises! And it's a goal! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Le numéro 21.
So, a breakthrough already. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Vitinha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bullet. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's on it. Can he get away? And Bebeto! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's played through for him. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not the most accurate pass. Now that shoots! Goal! Marseille! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cannavaro. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Bebeto. Bebeto unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Alexander-Arnold. Olise looking to run onto it.
Laos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. And he cuts out the supply. Vitinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vardiol. Amrabat is the team's great visionary. Has good running with the ball. Now it's Olise. Tries to pass it through. Shot! There it is! Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to play him in. Oh, this is a great position. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Van de Ven did incur the wrath of the referee. Great chance! Olise does well to get it back. Beckham. Darwin, 15 minutes till half-time. Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. Looking for the run. Played towards the front line. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He can get that clear. Nicked it back promptly. Van der Ven. And it's Gullit. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, super ball! Picked up and he shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Rodri. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Yep, it's a corner. Marseille with the corner, there first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Son Heung-min. Beckham. Rodri. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And this is Gullit. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And a chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. And that was nowhere near his best. There is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
There's the start of the second half.
Laos really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Costa Curta. Shevchenko. Now it's Gullit. Now it's Darwin. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is a little undercooked. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Son Heung-min. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that was vital. Costa Curta. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Shevchenko. Gullit. Son Heung-min, who's set up one goal so far. Son Heung-min goes steaming forward. Oh, no joy this time. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Alexander-Arnold. And here's Vitinha. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Changement en cours.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Bebeto on 2 now and looking for 3. Shevchenko! And he has kept it out somehow.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vardiol. And the counter is on. Now it's Pedri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cannavaro. And it's Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Darwin. It's a good spell of possession, this. Beckham.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Right, Shevchenko. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Spread out to the left. Crosses it in. And that's been repelled. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
To square things up. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Into the last quarter of an hour. That ball looks a good one. Son Heung-min gets into a good position. And it's Son Heung-min.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Olise. Olise! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 19.
Marseille choosing to make the first change.
À leur place, le numéro 9. Le numéro
Somewhat
14.
off target.
Xabi Alonso.
Just eases him off the ball. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Le numéro 5.
Marseille making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now, can they get him away? Shevchenko looking to get on the end of this.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cannavaro cuts it out. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Attention, changement.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, that has not gone well. Alexander-Arnold.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
4 added minutes on the board. Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Son Heung-min. Xavi Alonso. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's good play from him.
It's a pretty loose pass. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And the keeper beats it away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Costa Curta. Showing good feet. Oh, that's nice. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And it's Michel Platini. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Shevchenko plays it in.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's a sharp little ball here. Great ball. He's had a shot! Costa Curta gets good distance on it. Now it's Messi. Conte. And he's had it nicked away. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Eder Militao. Beckham. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And they can counter here. Beckham. Pull it. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Shevchenko. That is good strength. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Conte. Vinicius Junior. And Kvaratskhelia. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's managed to get free. Distributed tidily. Shevchenko.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's picked his way through. Thinks about the shot. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Batistuta. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's neat. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Platini. Cannavaro. He's looking wide, and it's been played through. Vinicius Junior! And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. It's their second corner of the game. And Now a sudden chance to counter.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Hazard hears onto this, and it's made its way to him. He's real chance! And he hits the net! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more...
And Messi! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to...
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Van der Ven did just about... The referee's awarded a free kick. Vinicius Junior did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
So, third corner of the game. Big header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rijkaard. Frimpong. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. And Shevchenko. He's found a way through. Looking to play him in. Frimpong makes the interception. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That's a delicate pass. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's run loose here. Decent chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Messi. Can he finish? Caught offside that time. Rijkaard. Shevchenko gets his head on it! Oh, off the bar! And he's gone looking for safety. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Frimpong. He is through here! Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And here's Batistuta. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how...
He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This to complete the turnaround. from Khan! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
They're up to 5 corners now. Khan claims comfortable. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Frimpong. Azar. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 4.
Time for changes
Le
on
numéro
both
5.
sides, actually.
Le numéro 19.
Rijkaard
Hazard. Le numéro
moved
20.
on forwards.
Le numéro 13. À leur place,
That looks a decent
le
ball.
numéro 18.
Promising
Le
position.
numéro 10. Messi. Le numéro 27.
Still anyone's
Le
game,
numéro
this.
22.
One moment
Le
could
numéro
decide
9.
it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Cannavaro. And that could set him on his way. And he's being shifted off it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Hullet. Hullet! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Conte.
Il y aura 6 minutes de temps additionnel.
Lewandowski is having a shot! He's got a goal! Dying minutes, and we're all square again!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And it's Hullet. Now it's Bale. Just eases him off the ball. Messi. No way through. So that's it. It is all over. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Hullet voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, when it comes to youth,
Has a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's clever. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's a sharp little ball here. And the pass is intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It could be... And Beckham! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Beckham. Oh, that was vital. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Robertson cuts it out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Beckham. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hullet. He has a look up. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Roberto Baggio. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And claimed it back swiftly. Takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Keeper's dealt with that. Now that's well seen too. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's McAllister. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Mbappe. Still goalless. Hullet. Now it's Hullet. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Beckham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. That ball looks a good one. So much time and space here. Oh, well played. Beckham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's McAllister. Darwin. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's McAllister.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he was quick to react. Alisson sends that a long way. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Hullet. Oh, that's a fine interception. Beckham. Now he's got space here, and he's worked it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Nicely weighted ball. Beckham. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Bastoni, foot in, and it's McAllister. And it's Beckham. Opts for safety, threads one in. Frimpong gets into a good position. Lovely feet.
That's good play from him.
And they've got a throw. Frimpong crosses it in, and the keeper beats it away. Passing nice and neat. Darwin. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Robertson. McAllister. Pedri. Pass somewhat off target. Conte. Darwin gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. We are into stoppage time. That is good strength. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
To kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
There's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. And he cuts out the supply. Beckham. Looking for options for movement. Frimpong. Aimed in towards the centre. Bayer claims it. Safe hands. And it's Baggio. And this is Beckham. Conte.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Beckham. And it's McAllister. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Beckham. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Short changes him with that pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Hangs is having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Messi. And he plays one through. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Number 10.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
This is Messi. Cannavaro. Looking for the run. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Alisson gets good distance on it. Aims beyond the defence. He's cut it out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
He's found a way through. Beckham! And he hits the net. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you...
Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 37, Van de Ven. Number 3, Marquinhos.
It's an imaginative pass.
Number 30, Messi.
Flashes it across.
Number 21, Darwin Núñez. Number 23,
Barcelona
Beckham.
surely have to be commended
the
for their
field.
drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Peter Militao. Number 8,
It's a good ball out wide.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 11,
Play for a throw.
Substitution in progress.
He's had a shot! Should have equalised.
Shevchenko clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
There's going to be another change here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Frimpong makes the interception. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He can run onto that. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. Laos really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Look at the space. Decent chance!